Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm in a great mood today. I hope everyone else is. Hey, Mr. Ian. All right, actually, while you're joining, I'm going to a different website real quick because I want to grab something. All right, I know you could see me. I can't see you, but now I can, so I'm back. I want to do something. So I'm putting a link in the chat. Oh, I know I have emails to get to too. I just saw Maurice's name, and I remember that V had sent me an email with Maurice, and I have to get back to it. And that same structure is about like 3 or 4 people, so I will get to them right after this call. Anyways, so I did put a link in the chat. That is the link to the sign up for the membership site. One thing most notable, hey Frida, Frida's giving me a rose, and it's a whole week before Valentine's Day, the first rose I have received. All right, what was I gonna say? Oh, so the first thing I wanna get to, and it was a question that I was asked yesterday, why does the membership site ask for checkout, like credit card or whatever, if it's completely free? In Kartra, to create something as a product, it requires a checkout process. Now, the membership site is completely free, and you'll see that the checkout's for $0, but it does require a checkout, which actually is a really good thing because as a product, it then can be shared with the affiliate side, and the affiliate side is the most important to us in the sense that, we only know so many people, even though actually, if you took a look at the email today, and again, we always show our email opens with a 7-day lag because, not everyone opens it the day of, right? But 7 days ago, we had 8,343 email opens, which actually is, I think, our highest in the last 2 months, which again is totally cool because that goes to the point that a lot of people are starting to really get interested and start to look at things. Now, you won't see that in the numbers, in the sense of partners or new businesses because there's a lag effect. So like a funnel process, like any process, if you're a store, what's most important? To be a forecast of what you're going to sell. Well, how many people walk through the door, right? Foot traffic. You need traffic. And then it's what are you doing with that traffic, right? So we have not promoted the sale of anything. We have not promoted, go ahead and list your, maybe like a day just to kind of create an email, but our main focus over the last month is building out the membership process. Now, as you saw yesterday in today's email, it was a touch on that. But that email wasn't, oh my God, you need to do this or anything specific. It was kind of very broad because that's what we call the 1.0. We just want to get it out there. Now, amongst many different goals I have for today, it's to create a secondary email, one that will be sent out tomorrow that's far more specific. Let's go ahead and identify what our curriculum is going to be for next week. Go ahead and identify what the work will be, what the value of it is, what we entail, what we project, and then make an email of that, which between you and I think it's going to be a Salesforce curriculum. For many reasons. One, we have Salesforce and I would like to learn how to use it a little bit better. So if I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone, totally cool. Secondly, I have a lot of job placements already on hand. Like I already know agencies, I already know many places. And in fact, Salesforce posts marketing positions for people that receive certain certifications to go ahead and already be hired with those particular outlets. So what that allows is, I can learn about Salesforce, me, right? Because I'm always thinking about myself. But secondly, I can then go ahead and teach it because I already have the curriculum. Thirdly, I already know what the certification process looks like. I could take a look at how long the curriculum will be. And fourthly, I already have job placement in store. So if I can go ahead and list those 4 things, those value propositions, that's an email that's now actionable. The person that reads that email now actually has a decision to make. Hey, I work XYZ job. Do I want to go ahead and switch it? This email says in 14 days I can. My salary is this, my salary could be this. Do I want to do it? And at the very least, I think most people would say yes, right? Because having a higher income working from home is desirable. But secondly, if the individual says no, they could still sign up and say, all right, well, let's just see what they do. Let's see if this is real. Or thirdly, they cannot sign up at all. And then the next time we do the next curriculum, so say in like 14 days, we do the following curriculum, which is, Facebook, right? Whatever. We can say, hey, Our last curriculum at Salesforce was so successful on a pilot program. We enrolled 100 people, 73 of them got positions. The average salary is this. We're so excited for now to move on to our Facebook one. In which case that individual is going to look at that and say, okay, you know what? I probably should have done it. I'll move on to, oh, actually, I still want to do the Salesforce one. Great. It's not like we throw the curriculum away. We record every session along the way. And in that email, if you would like to have been part of the Salesforce curriculum, click here. In which case, that will opt them into a sequence, which will send them day one's curriculum the first day they opt in. So even though day one was 14 days ago for everyone that did it live, the people that are going to be joining it later on, day one will be day one for them at that moment. So if the curriculum was successful, then we have that as our library, which ideally, in about like 4 or 5 months or whatever, we'll have a library of say 20, 25 different curriculums where the individual could see this curriculum produced these results. If you'd like to be a part of it, click here. And the point is, once you click there, we're doing everything for you. But in doing so, you're going to be part of the RHINO family. And to being part of the RHINO family, there are different opportunities for you to grow with it, right? So I'm sorry, I have like allergies right now. But in the membership platform, not very obvious, right? Like we don't have it like with flashing green lights, which of course, green lights are the best green lights ever. Green lights are the best lights ever. Embedded in some of the categories like finances, there's an investment button. Embedded in the investment button, there's RHINO Wealth, right? But it's not, hey, RHINO Wealth, come buy it over here. But if you go through the whole course, all the different investment programs, you might say, hey, you know, why don't I check that out? After RHINO Wealth, there's a thing called RHINO Bucks. Yeah, let's check it out. What is that? Oh, this is, okay, cool. You know what, why not? Why not get into it? Like, I love RHINO. I'm doing successful here. There's RHINO email. There's going to be RHINO agency. There's RHINO, well, promptology, which we're still working on, which is kind of quickly becoming our like passion project. But all of that is going to be within the membership platform. And each one's going to be like $1 a week, $5, like seriously nothing crazy. But if you're able to show such a free value proposition to so many individuals that are looking to go ahead and upgrade their life from some kind of position that they feel is old economy into a position that's new economy, that has the right time, right moment aspect to it in terms of now's the time to do it, the population as a whole is woefully uneducated, entry-level positions are really scaled to go ahead and bring you in and train you. They just need to know that you have some foundational knowledge and you have someone holding your hand along the whole way. Like, duh, like this makes sense to us. We do believe we're at the right place at the right time. And as an aside, I just want to say this, we're not the right place, right time because we woke up and said, oh, well, here's another idea. I think I need to just, how do I say it? There is a process to this stuff, right? And we're living the process live in front of everyone and collaboratively. If you go ahead and take a look at what RHINO membership is, which is RHINO Hub, you can actually, if you really peel back the onion, you could find parts of every single thing we've ever done, inclusive of everyone's advice, inclusive of the performance of every individual item, whether it be good, bad, and different, and see that all of the good plus all the collaborative advice created what we now have. So when one looks back, they sometimes forget the butterfly effect. And I'm actually guilty of that sometimes because we're doing fundraising this week. And I think back to myself, I'm like, how much money have we, wasted? And wasted is the wrong word, right? Like I'm just saying that as a word that everyone could kind of quickly understand. Let me tell you why it's the wrong word. Because you cannot be where you are if you did not go through what you went through. That's absolute fact. So accept it. So nothing's ever wasted in life, right? Like if you stub your toe on, I don't know, something, well, you now walk into a room and kind of look at the floor, like you're more careful. The point being, we had some team members like 2 years ago, remember the original RHINO concierge team? And then I started thinking about different individuals that were part of RHINO that are no longer with RHINO for programs and departments that we no longer have going, or different ideas that cost us a lot of investment, but no longer are actionable or that we're not really pursuing. And if you take all that money and put it together, it's an amount that would solve our fundraising times 2. But we couldn't be where we are without all of that. That's the key of it, right? Yeah, so it's really, really interesting. But where we are today is exactly where we need to be. And you know what, who knows, maybe 2 months from now we'll be in something even better. But in terms of RHINO Bucks solves, like the market is the world. RHINO Street, the market is the world. and we led with them, but we weren't receiving, we weren't attracting the world. So what is something that's more attracting to the world? What's something that offers more value? What's something that goes ahead and leverages the interpersonal face of everything in a collaborative, accessible fashion, in a genuine I'm right there for you fashion? What is something that someone could get into and be better for it? What is something that someone can then go ahead and share and make money off it themselves? And I think we're there, right? Like, we hit all those points, so that's where we are. So today I need to do a couple of things, right? So in the membership, there is a RHINO email button, but there's no sales page because we haven't created it yet. I need to create it today. Checkout page, all the rest of it. In there is a RHINO promptology. I think it's just promptology, not RHINO promptology. Because I want to take RHINO out of the words. Like, two things. One, there's an argument for branding. And two, there's an argument for ego. And unfortunately, as the creator, I think I'm blind to that argument. Like, I don't think I'm unbiased. I don't think I'm actually able to have that self-debate because I put RHINO in front of everything. Because I'm like, oh, it's branding. It's RHINO this, it's RHINO that, blah, blah, blah. But to someone that doesn't know us, they're like, RHINO what? Like, what? I don't even know what that is. So I do think branding is a real thing, but I think I'm doing it incorrectly. I think branding comes a little bit later down, and that's fine. So we're just taking the word RHINO out of stuff. Going to email you a question, not going to put it on here. You could share later if you want to. Okay, well, I will share with everyone because that's what we do. But Travis, absolutely love you. So we also have the store that we're putting up. So I have to do all those sales pages today. I have to do the reworked email to go ahead and give a little specifics for everyone to go ahead and get involved for next week. The next email anyone will receive in terms of next steps for RHINO membership will be Saturday, where we kind of lay out the orientation. Hey, this is where you get in. You're not required to be on the lives. They will be recorded. You'll find them here, blah, 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 blah. These are the expectations. And we're going to put together all the different angles we have, like the finance angle, the relaxation angle, the confidence, the self-promotion. It's going to be a full curriculum. And so it's going to take me a couple hours to put it together, but we're going to do it because no one else is. We're going to do the best because that's just RHINO, right? Like, whether we are the best or not, I actually, every second of every day, don't overlook a single second in terms of how to be the best at something. And that's RHINO. What else do we have? So that's the membership site. Oh, I will actually be putting together a presentation that I will be sending to just equity holders and coin holders because I need to get you on a call this week. We're going to book the calls. I mean, you have the availability to book it first, but if you don't book it, you're just going to get a phone call from 732. You know what? I got to call Verizon. I want my number to come up as RHINO, not Anthony anymore, just RHINO. I think that'd be so cool. RHINO's calling you. So maybe I'll call Verizon today. But that's going to happen. So I suggest you book it first, so it's at least on your time. I think that's it. Also, just to kind of touch on RHINO Hub, the affiliate portion of it. We're creating an affiliate portion, which bonuses you in RHINO. Everyone knows that. Or if you don't know it, now you do. But we're also creating an agency portion. The agency portion is a paid membership. And it's not because we're saying we want to make money off you, which we do for this one. But as you know, we would love to do it for $5, $10 a week because I've always believed in scaling to everyone. If you create something that everyone could be a part of, then you don't need to charge anyone $100, right? Like, let's charge everyone $5 and everyone could be a part of it. But Kartra does not allow you to just duplicate sites and give them away. They're all new memberships that Kartra charges you for. Now, they do give you a 40% discount on it, so a $99 starter plan will cost only $59. That being said, if we want to make the $5, $10 a week on it, so $60 plus 4.3 weeks in a month, say you want to make $10 on each, which is $43, 60 plus 43 is like 103, round it down to $100, which comes out to roughly $22, $23 a week, which will round up to $25 a week, which comes out to 25 times 4.3, roughly $108, $109 a month. For that, the individual will have a complete built for you agency site. And what's cool about that is since we're going to be doing all the marketing on our end to grow it, well, duh, it behooves us to give you all that marketing for free because we want you to grow yours for two reasons. We want your agency to be so successful that you're making a lot of money and you're keeping, that we're able to retain you. But secondly, we want to go ahead and increase the RHINO universe because everyone that gets into those programs on your behalf, not only do you make money off it, but it retains them in the RHINO universe to grow larger and larger and larger. That's the collaborative nature that RHINO is. It's not Anthony's, making all the money and, thanks for your help. No, like everyone could be a part of it, and rightfully so. Which all goes back to RHINO Bucks, because RHINO Bucks is something that the more people that are involved, the quicker we get to our goal. Now, in terms of the marketing for RHINO Agency, I haven't gotten to it yet. I will by the end of the week, hopefully. I want to do it Sunday, but there's this thing called the Super Bowl, and as much as I could care less about it, I have a family, and they're going to want to have the pageantry of nachos, right? Like, let's make nachos today, daddy, daddy, and I love it all, right? Like that's what we do it for. So I should have it by Monday. But all the AI tech that we've identified allows us to go ahead and stack automations. And what I mean by that is, so we have one particular tech that allows us to cut up a YouTube video in requisite amounts and requisite durations for each of the 33 platforms. In doing so, and erases the watermark. So I've already told you this, so I'm not repeating myself, but there are new people on it, right? So say we go ahead and make a 1 minute video. Well, TikTok likes 30 seconds, but YouTube likes 1 minute, and Facebook likes 45, like whatever. So it takes that, creates 33 versions of it, and posts to all those different platforms. That's cool. There's also different tech that we have that go ahead and allow you to convert text to voice. In converting text to voice, maybe you don't know what the text should be, so that you could go ahead and zap ChatGPT or the Rhino Street API, ask it this, take that, bring it over here. That text then goes to voice, and that text also gets sent to video, where the video then goes and creates different types of presentations in terms of Excel presentations, but also theatrical presentations and also trailers, takes that, sends it over here, because now it's zapped to here. The points being, the goal is, with all of this tech, can we stack it where it could be like a one button thing? And what I mean by that is, we have 40 different techs that do 40 amazing different things. Well, what if, kind of like, do you remember when you were younger and you would put like the pinball inside the track, and the track would go here, ping this, bounce there, jump into this, go to this basket, give it to the mouse brings it over to the cheese, whatever that's what we're looking to do. Create such a, press this button, and then all of a sudden the next 200 things happen, including email sequencing, like sign up pages. So that's gonna take a long time, right? Like that's not a 1 hour thing. But in that light, that is the goal I would like to say for maybe middle of next week. If that goal is met, which we're going to certainly try to do, we're then going to be able to give that away. Like I want to give that away to everyone. Like why would I keep that all for myself? Especially if everyone's working on RHINO Agency, in which case Brian, Eve, Frida, Ian, Travis, whomever can take that and say, okay, cool, thanks. Now let me do this one button to my system, this one button to my system. So there's a lot of cool things coming. But everything is step 1, step 2, step 3. So we have the membership site mostly done. I'll finish it today. Fundraising is mostly done in the sense that I have it in my head, right? Now I just need to actually do it. Yeah, so we're in a good place. That's why I'm like in a really good mood today. Just a lot of work to do, that's all. And I'm certainly never shy to do work. I'm here with you every morning. And no one even realized, like, I'm also married. I also have 2 kids under 17 months, which actually our daughter's 3-month birthday today. They have school, doctor appointments. My wife has a full-time position where she just partnered with another company. Like, we have a full team, but I'm here. So, absolutely love you. I will see you tomorrow with more updates and more fun stuff. Oh, actually, just as an aside, so there's this guy, Jordan Peterson, that I absolutely love. And him and a couple of people just been sharing their new diet, not new diet, but a diet that they've been doing. And it's just like it's like a carnivore diet. Like it's literally just beef. What they've been talking about is rheumatoid arthritis, certain autoimmune diseases. It's just been healing it. And the commentator was like, hey, aren't you scared of high cholesterol or clogged arteries? And what he said was really, really brilliant. He's like, I don't think we actually know what causes any of that stuff. Everything's just a bit rubbish. You cannot have a controlled experiment. There's no such thing as that. And there's so many variables in what causes someone's body to act a certain way, whether it's mental, physical, societal, molecular, genetics, this meat versus, like, you just don't know. And then he brought up that actually every vegetable has carcinogens in it. In fact, Brussels sprouts has 139 carcinogens in it. And for those that don't know, carcinogens are cancer-causing elements. And what he just kind of went to is like, I'm just on a meat diet. I do steak, elk, just meat, and I feel great. I've been great. And I went down that rabbit hole and found a lot of people really are kind of waking up to this diet. So, as a total aside, I have a dish, you can't see it, well, I guess you could now, of just beef that I made this morning. I took a bite earlier, and I gotta tell you, I'm loving it. If I have the opportunity to just eat steak all day, and now by steak, we mean like beef stew steak, where it's like $3 a pound. So Anthony's not buying like filet mignons and he's eating all day. But I know how to cook and put a little salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic. So I'll keep you in tune. Maybe in a week or two, I'm like down 20 pounds and I'm living the life and jumping up and down. Or maybe I'm like a really, really big, like I need to go to a doctor. So we'll find out, but I'm happy with it. So just sharing a little bit. You are doing so much and so fast. Take good care of you, Anthony. Eve, I'm trying. And Eve, I totally adore. In fact, we need to get on the call again. I always enjoy speaking to you because everyone has their own element they bring to RHINO. And Eve is such a good note taker. She writes down every single idea and she's not shy to have a 2-hour phone call. Anthony this, Anthony that. And they're all great ideas, so I write them down. So every time I talk to Eve, RHINO does get better. All right, let me go. Absolutely love you. Bye, everyone. I will have this posted in no time. See you tomorrow. Bye.